All right, hello and welcome to this twin flame healing session and card reading. And I am here with my very good friend and one of my personal healers, Chloe. So I'll let her introduce herself because we're going to do this healing together for you all. So thank you, Chloe, for doing this with me.
Hi, so I would be Violet Healing 1111 if you want to follow me on Instagram or YouTube. And I work very closely with Rachel, and I have been since September this year. And I do a lot of intuitive healing, so it's slightly different to what Rachel does, but it's very intuitive, and all channeled and guided with my spirit guides. So it's just be interesting to see how we work together on that one, and I hope that it helps you. Yeah.
So you work a lot with the violet flame, don't you?
Yeah, that's hence the violet healing.
Yeah.
my main tool.
Amazing. Yeah. And I use a lot of, I'm a Reiki master, so I channel high vibrational Reiki energy. So I think that us working together is going to be such a powerful force, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're setting the intention for this healing to open ourselves up to our twin, to this union, and we're just going to see where the healing goes. So as we open up these energy channels, if there are things that come up, things that need to be released, we'll send energy to those. But we're really just trying to open ourselves up completely during this. I don't know, Chloe, is there anything else you want to add to that?
I feel like there's going to be some surrender energy in there. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. I feel that too.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a 20-minute healing. Or so we think. We'll see.
We'll try.
We'll try to keep it 20 minutes. So all you have to do is just lie down and get into a meditative state and just work on surrendering. And we're going to do the rest on your behalf. And then after, we both have some card decks by us. So after, we're going to pull some cards and just see what the energy is telling us, and then let you know also what we picked up during the healing. Anything else to add before we get started?
I think we're good.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to set my timer so we try and stay on track. Okay, and we're just both going to do our thing. If we feel guided to talk, then we will. Or it could just be completely silent and there'll be music playing, but there's going to be a lot of powerful energy going on our end. So I hope that you all enjoy. Okay. The 20-minute healing session is now complete. I'm going to send some grounding energy just to help us all come back to this time and place. So just begin to feel your body on the surface it's lying against. Deepen your breath. Take a couple more deep breaths in and out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. I want to thank you so much. So be it, and so it is. I'm going to wipe off your arc field quickly, if anything that you may have released. Disconnect. All right. What was that like for you?
It's pretty powerful. That's a lot in the heart. A lot of heart energy there. What I did get is that I was sending a lot of energy to masculine, actually. Weirdly. It just seemed to be going in that direction. It went to both, but I just felt like a lot of the I was sending a lot of rose quartz energy and protection for the heart. It was all directing more at the masculine than the feminine. Did a lot with the violet flame, my main tool. And I did get the first channel message, probably the only one really, was to release. To release, and I did get surrender as well, which is what I knew anyway. So they were the main things. I also, at the end, I sent orange energy, so there'll be something to do with opening up to the relationship as well. That's
very interesting that you sent orange energy, because towards the end, I did a lot of work on the sacral.
Yeah.
And opening it up between both.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely, I agree with the heart. And then, yeah, absolutely the sacral, opening both up as a union. Definitely release, surrender. And I, towards the end, protected both divine masculine and feminine from picking up any additional lower vibrational energies that could affect the union.
Yeah, it's nice.
So that was beautiful. You want to pull some cards and see?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull some too.
My favorite deck. Let's do this. That wasn't that. God just fell out. Still feeling the effects of that.
I know. I'm not quite grounded right now.
No.
That was really powerful. Yeah.
Ain't no messages yet.
Oh. Okay. 2 came out.
I'll let you do yours first, because I don't think it's going to work until you've done yours. I just have that intuition.
Okay. Interesting. All right, so 4 came out. The first that I got was the woman holding the coin. To me, when this comes out to me, she represents divine feminine. She always does. She comes out to me whenever I work with divine feminines, when I do their readings, when I do healings. So this is a divine feminine energy to start with. We then got into the financial constraints, which to me could be financially related, but to me, that's almost like the constraints of the divine feminine. And then got the World. And the World card is all about opening. It's about surrendering. It's about surrendering and opening yourself up to the different possibilities. And that card came up with adjacent possibilities. So I feel like this healing and this full moon is bringing the divine feminine more into her power. There might be still some constraints, and these constraints are from old ways of thinking and from a narrow way of thinking. So thinking that things have to work out in a certain way and looking for that validation from your outside world, like it's either working or it's not, that black or white. And the cards are coming to tell you that there are so many different ways that the union's going to happen for you, and to try to get out of this old way of thinking and this way of thinking that there's only one path, because there's a whole bunch of different ways that we are getting there. So that's what I got for the main reading. Did you want to try and pull your cards again?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
I got guided to pull from a second deck as well, but I'll wait and see if you get any.
Oh, my cards fall on the floor. I need a desk. Well, the first one that came out is Thunder Drum. So that's all about walking to the beat of your own drum. That's the kind of phrase of this card. I might actually read this one out, but it's kind of saying about being true to your pace in life and what you need to do for yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm going to read it out because I'll be guided to. I can find it. There we go. No. Lost it. It says, stand up and be counted. Be assertive. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Make a stand for others less fortunate. Take risks. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or step aside. Your native spirit wants you to know throughout the world, Indigenous people have called spirit through drumming. Drumming was used to activate one's fighting spirit before battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. It was also used for healing rituals. In every case, the drum beat was used to open spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. Drawing this card means that it's time to step into your passion, make a stand for life, stand in life for what truly matters to you. So this could be also to do with following your purpose, doing things that you enjoy, that make you feel good, and listening to your intuition and following what your heart wants as well. I feel like it's got a bit of grounding energy to it. Like I can just feel really strong root energy in there as well.
And I just kind of want to piggyback off the energy you pulled and coming back to this woman with a coin. Yeah. Coin is value, and the card that you pulled was knowing your value, yeah, and going on your own path. And so I think that just absolutely validated what the reading I pulled, because we can get so caught up in what other people are doing and like their paths, and you know what card readers might tell us is our path to our divine feminine or divine masculine. But the readings that we're getting is like, no, know your value and follow your individual beautiful path to this.
Mm-hmm. Offerings. So this one is all about gratitude, and it's about realizing what the universe is trying to give you, and also about realizing what you already have. I always want to take this card as an option to give as well. Give a little bit right now to help people. Yeah, there's more. Let's see what comes out.
Now they're coming out.
I know. I think you just had to start it off for some reason.
The only thing we do is listen to the energy, so it guides us.
They're saying there's more, but it's not coming out. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Ancestry. Great Mystery. Great Mystery. Couldn't really see it then. And Sacred Mountain. Okay, so these cards all basically refer to meditation. And there could be a few things that you perhaps are trying to work out for yourself. You're trying to figure out the timings of things, or how something's going to come forward to you or be brought forward to you. But this, I'm getting very clear, is intuitive. And it's about really just standing in your power, being grounded, and just saying, I can see clearly what I've got to do right now and what's being brought forward. Sacred Mountain is all about meditation. And ancestors. Now that's an interesting one. It actually refers to ancestors normally, this card, but I'm going to take that as spirit as well, spirit helping you. And it could also be to do anything that's karmically coming up that maybe needs to look at from past lifetimes, ancestry. It can have multiple meanings, but I'm going to take that as spirit, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, they're still saying there's more, so let's just see what else comes out. It's really interesting because it doesn't usually get so many out from this deck, but
it wants to talk to us today.
Yeah, it does. Shapeshifter. Yeah, I mean, I love this one. It's got the moon on it and everything. Perfect. So you have the opportunity now to, my favorite phrase, morph into something that you want. So you can literally change yourself, because you are a creator. So you literally choose what you want to be, how you want to behave, how you want to live your life. I've learned this lesson hugely recently, because I was telling myself that I had so many issues, so many problems, that I was always finding holes in myself, and that telling myself it wasn't good enough. And I literally had to say, do you know what? No, it doesn't matter where I am right now. I am love. Okay, I'm human, but we are perfect and whole in one sense. And wherever we are on our journey, there is always the element of love, of wholeness. We are always evolving, and we don't have to be at the end, because there is no end. There's only cycles. That's another thing that I've realized. So by realizing that, you can already start to feel different in yourself. So for some of you, it's about saying, okay, I have been here for so long, but now I really want to feel happy, vibrant, joyous in myself, because ultimately that's the greatest gift that you can have in your life, more than whatever happens on the outside, is just feeling good in yourself. So that card really calls for that. Still saying there's more. Still, I mean, I might as well just take out the whole deck.
Just go through every card.
Let's just see. I mean, there's got to be just one. I mean, and the one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Freedom Horse is all about creativity, sexuality. I mean, we worked on the sacral chakra. It isn't just to do with opening up to relationships, it's also opening up to the creator that you are. And, you know, we all have the energy within us, whether we're in a relationship or not. We all have sexual energy. That's just that beautiful, joyous, and it's just amazing. Like, it's so powerful. You know, it can transform anything, and that card really, really calls for that. And then you've also got the Spirit Earth. So this is all about grounding, all about grounding. It almost feels quite intuitive, actually, and a bit of heart energy in there as well. So it is certainly a time to just open up to what you know is right for you, and really feel stable within that as well. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. You know, when you were talking and you pulled those last two cards, and since we both did and felt guided to do work on the sacral, I feel like the sacral is really going to play a very important role in this transformation, because it's so much about creativity. It's so much about going with the flow. And like you said, being grounded and okay with that. So we're not going with the flow like all over the place, but we're kind of letting go of these old paradigms, these old expectations, and we're allowing this guidance to lead us, and we're becoming okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been guided to pull from this butterfly deck that is all about life changes. So I just want to see if, you know, what the changes are, what this new moon is bringing about, just if there's any energy to guide us through this journey. This one. Okay. So I'll show you the 4 cards that I pulled. The first card is Join In. It's kind of hard to see. The second card is Gracefully Aging, Self-Care, and Take the Next Steps. So the join in, I feel like, is the energy that's going on right now. We're joining in this collective. This is a collective movement that is going on. And there's healing that goes along with it. And the gracefully aging is just gracefully going on the next steps of your journey, of your path, everything that we've been talking about, flowing with the energy. We're not fighting it. As a collective, we're healing. We're healing ourselves. We're healing as divine feminines, as divine masculines. And this is allowing us to go on this journey just a little more gracefully. Like, I see a little less struggle for a lot of us. And just really, the third card that came out was this self-care. Really taking care of ourselves, knowing our value, not fighting, how you were talking about, Chloe, like not fighting against yourself anymore, not fighting against these shadowy sides, but learning to love yourself completely. And the final card that we got was Take the Next Steps Now. So this process, this healing process, this going with the flow, loving ourselves, just not coming from a place of struggle, but coming from a place of grace and ease and trust, is leading us to the next steps. And we are absolutely going to be getting intuitions and guidance. And we don't have to try to figure everything out, because they're going to be given to us. That step will always be given to us whenever we need it. Okay. Do you have anything else to add, or any intuitions?
You have a look. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, so this is the ship card from the, I'm trying to remember what the deck's called now. It's the, I'll show you the pack if anyone wants to know. Gilded, I don't know how you say, Reverie or something. I'm really bad, but anyway.
Reverie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen that deck before.
Yeah. So this is all about travel. So some of you may have a desire to move. It's not necessarily travel, but it could be just moving away from a situation, moving forwards. But this is all about thinking of movement. So that could be travel for some people, because I have heard of people traveling at the moment, so it could be. Oops. I'm falling on the floor again. Sun card, yeah, so that's really great news, because whatever comes up in this deck, it means that it's going to put an even brighter perspective on what's happening right now. So it's all going to be for good, whatever's happening. Yeah, so there's some, I think for some people there's some issues going on with relationships, and within your foundation, so within your environment. And what spirit really wants you to do is to do some more looking into why this could be, and look more deeply into the issues, really. And that's about using wisdom as well with this card. yeah, I think that's it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So it was just such a beautiful healing and a beautiful energy that the cards are telling us. Even with the wisdom card, the intuition that I got when you pulled it was just like, we've gained so much so far on this
Yeah.
journey, and it's
Yeah.
time to use it, to go on this journey, to go on these next steps.
Do you know, when I look at it, I see really profound heart energy there as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I look at that card, it's like the wisdom of the heart, and it's like a strong heart and strong intuition as well, like strong third eye.
I feel that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I absolutely feel that with that card. So we're
And that
getting
came
out.
out well, came out with that.
Perfect. Perfect.
So,
We're not listening to our heads, and we're getting out of our heads, and we're going more into our heart,
yeah.
because we've learned that that wisdom always guides us where our soul wants to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for the sake of time, I think that's enough for one day. So I'll put the links to my information, Chloe's information below. So again, my name's Rachel from Reiki with Rachel. I'm obviously an energy healer and card reader. All that information is below. I'll also put links to donate to both of us if you feel guided, or if you got something from this. Anything that you want to share before we head off?
No, good. Violet Healing 1111 is my Instagram, and that's my YouTube name. And I'm sure Rachel will be able to link my website because it's a little bit complicated to say. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm an energy healer, a card reader. I also do coaching as well. So if anybody wants to just talk it out, I'm happy to help. I'm doing free services at the moment. So first service you get from me will be free up until January. I'm not sure when I'm going to stop it exactly, but I know it's going to be January. So
yeah, and she is an extremely powerful healer. We do healings on each other all the time, and she is my go-to when I need some work done. So I'm so grateful. Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching, and we will hopefully do this again soon. Let us know what you thought in the comments. I'm wishing you all so much love and light.
so much love.